Rajya Sabha MP Professor Rakesh Sinha today announced several initiatives for health and wellness of Kongthong residents and promotion of the village, which he adopted in 2020. He informed that he will be starting a virtual clinic at the village by May end and erect a traditional entrance gate on his own capacity. The MP informed that he has installed a sanitary napkins vending machine and a trained social worker and nurse will be sent to the village for promotion of menstrual hygiene. To highlight the scenic beauty of the village, Sinha also informed that he will be inviting filmmakers from Bollywood for shoots. Apart from these, he said that he has also urged Nehu to establish a center for study of micro-traditions of all northeastern states.
I am starting a virtual clinic. Virtual clinic means there would be some trained staff there, there would be some facilities. If anyone is ailing, he or she would come, he will examine, and by the camera, the doctor will see and prescribe some medicine. So I would going to start virtual clinic by May end or midst of 2022 May, virtual clinic. Because I adopted a village in Bihar where I started a virtual clinic that is very successful. Now I am managing the resources to start a without government's help. Second. Third, one gate is being constructed. That will be a very traditional gate. That is also non-governmental help on mobilizing the resources of the common people. The gate would be prepared. That was a symbol of the Kongthong. Till now we have constructed 6 toilets for both gents and female modern toilets. Distributed almost 200 dustbins, latest dustbin, green dustbins for cleanliness drive.
Leader of Opposition Dr. Mukul Sangma on Wednesday said that learning new languages, including Hindi, is an advantageous skill. However, it shouldn't be forced on anyone. He made the comment in response to Centre's decision to make Hindi a compulsory subject till class 10 in all schools in Northeast.
It's very important to really understand and honor and respect sentiments of people belong to different communities, different groups from the linguistic perspective, and that is precisely what is provided in the Constitution of India. Now you also will have to understand that there are demands by people to allow them to preserve and promote their respective languages, dialects. It's coming from multiple small ethnic groups, and therefore language is very close to the heart of people, irrespective of which community one may belong to. Now, when we talk about Hindi, I have studied Hindi in the schools. We used to have Hindi classes in the schools, but it was never made compulsory. Now, therefore, if today you look at our youth across the country, even people who are not from Hindi-speaking states do speak Hindi. And this is a very good trend. Now people will try to find a way to learn a language and equip themselves with multiple languages. It's always going to be, yes, advantageous for someone to know multiple languages, but then it doesn't mean that you should force everyone to learn. Now, somebody may need to learn some other language rather than Hindi. Somebody may like to learn some other language rather than English. So, therefore, we should go by something which we can say that, okay, what has been tried and tested and withstood the test of time. And we have come thus far, without Hindi being imposed upon all of us. It's an exercise as a nation which has been tried and tested, and it has withstood the test of time. Now, when you're talking about, I am perturbed by the fact that when the Union Minister for Home said that, okay, for the 8 states of Northeast, all the Northeastern states, all the government of the Northeastern states have agreed. That means he has taken them on board. And the leaders in the helm of affairs of governance have already agreed to proceed with this proposed imposition. This is something which I condemn. This is also, again, have they taken into cognizance the overall sentiment of the people? It is something which is not new. The resistance to imposition to learn a language has always been opposed. It is not something, as I repeat, not something which is new. Therefore, keeping in mind this overall usual reaction from people, I think they should have articulated appropriately what is likely going to be the view of the people. Because, as I said, the government only represents people. They should have actually articulated what is likely the feeling of the people of the state by the respective state governments, which has not happened. Therefore, I again look at the statements given by the Chief Minister trying to defend it and then saying, oh, one should learn Hindi. Who is stopping people from learning Hindi? Nobody is stopping. Nobody is stopping anybody from learning other languages, other international languages, whether it is Germany or French. Language always comes handy. I have seen my daughter was trying to learn Spanish. One of my daughters trying to learn Japanese. So they will find a way to learn other languages. Yes, there will be lots of such institutions who are willing to provide such courses. But at the same time, we must understand that imposition is not something which people will accept. Therefore, the government of India should find different ways and means of promoting different languages, particularly Hindi. It has been done earlier. Hindi has been promoted. I have studied Hindi till class 8. Where is the problem? There is no problem. But once it is imposed as a compulsory subject, it is a problem. The students may fail just because of that subject. And it also forces people to take a language which they are not willing to take. It ultimately becomes imposition, not inconsistent with the spirit of democracy.
Meghalaya Police today informed that the Special Investigation Team formed to investigate the threat sent by a group called the Lawaiba Pernai on Wednesday arrested the person responsible for sending threatening emails to Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. Police informed that the accused was arrested from his place of work and 2 others have also been detained. Lawaiba Pernai in their email had claimed that the group consists of 37 well-qualified and talented jobless youth who were in possession of free-sponsored arms and ammunition. The group had threatened to bomb educational institutions if their demands were not met. Checks amounting to Rs 1.52 crores were distributed to producer groups at Nongstoin and neighboring villages under focus program of the Meghalaya government at an interactive session held with the producer groups at St. Vanni's Hall, Pendengray today. Nongstoin MLA Macmillan Bursad attended the session as the chief guest. Addressing the gathering, the local MLA said,
hapok ni kathan ka dong bar ka jela hi ba ko wei kane gre ka thong jo ka soka megila di mukti ka lain ka ba yu i ka ba ngite ka persen na ke dong shong jo ka lam megila di ide ki nong kan de lo ta ka nong le palan la pen mi ka pa mi ke scheme fakas ka ba ka jingut hapok ko ke jela lamang hau flem akhja ko ya ka long aspak lu ka ban pun lu
Attending the closing ceremony of the Sengkhasi Secondary School, Pendeng Umyong Marang School Meet, Assembly Speaker and local MLA Met Balingdo announced financial assistance of Rs 5 lakhs for the school. The school administration also submitted a memorandum urging for a new school building and a basketball court.
But ngayo ya kada memorandum mentagasi ngai ladang bon ki jigdo jobi mentagasi aga beri ba ki jigdon kam jo ka school ko jobi etu ka SSE gran ko bangala omane ka tu temna show desi ka building extension ko basketball court ba tu kiwe ngini persang man pek tambang ngam mi terlin ni kalau dia kesenam ko bakado jo ka negatiam ko balai ko jo akan disicar ngala yang ay kabangan keluar tangba kung kacing aymen sim nagabantan jong pi kinong penyaj jong ke school kung kacing aymen sim pi no hikay jong ke school Kejeng ay men CPP kena skor. Badi kaseng kunju berokoi. Ngan persang man penyo igastim salak la kalong nakan kono kado. Nakan kono kalian. Nakawanta bapinyo ban extend yakni classroom jopi agak ke skor.
Ayushman Bharat Health and Wellness Day was celebrated through a live event streaming via YouTube today. NHM Meghalaya Mission Director Ram Kumar S. was the chief guest at the program. At the event, awards were also presented to best performing districts, top promising districts and more. West Khasi Hills District, West Jaintia Hills District and West Garo Hills District were awarded the top 3 best performing districts, while Southwest Garo Hills, East Jaintia Hills and North Garo Hills District were awarded top 3 promising districts of the state as per Health and Wellness Center's functionality criteria and district ranking. Under Skills Meghalaya, the Meghalaya State Skill Development Society today launched skill training for inmates of Shillong District Prisons and Correctional Services. Inmates will be given training on agriculture, candle making, weaving, and more to equip them with employable skills once they are out of jail. Speaking at the inaugural event, Inspector General Prisons M. Kharkarang said that the program should also be extended to other prisons in the state.